जान जब तक फिदा नहीं होती।
हेलो। मेरी तो हमेशा से आरज़ू थी कि पारिस मेरे घर की बहू बने, बस आपके यहाँ चाहिए हमें।
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Episode 12 of Muhafiz is packed with suspense, intense emotions, and major confrontation. Let's dive straight into the complete breakdown. The episode kicks off with Shaheen and her husband visiting Mir Behzad Shah. They arrive with a marriage proposal, asking for Paris's hand in marriage for their son, Aftab. However, Behzad plainly tells them that he has already discussed this with Paris, and she is simply not ready for marriage right now. Meanwhile, at the hospital, Zawar's cousin and fiancé, Resham, is extremely anxious and overly possessive regarding Zawar's safety. Seeing her panic, Zawar's sister Mariam tries to calm her down, saying, "My brother isn't like that. You're worrying over nothing." The scene then briefly shifts to Behzad, who is deep in thought, processing the proposal Shaheen and her husband brought for Paris. Back at the hospital, Paris comes to visit. Resham, who had previously overheard Paris telling Zawar to quit his dangerous job, confronts Zawar directly. She demands to know what kind of risky work he's actually involved in. Zawar first makes Resham promise that she won't share the secret with anyone. Once she promises, he reveals that he is working as a bodyguard. When Resham asks whose bodyguard he is, Zawar reveals that he is protecting Mir Behzad Shah's only daughter, Paris, whose life is currently in severe danger. He explains that his father's critical medical expenses left him with no choice but to take up this high-risk job. Moving forward, Behzad uses his trusted aide, Sikandar, to set up a meeting with his rival, Wahab Durrani. Around the same time, Paris receives a beautiful bouquet of flowers at her home, leaving her completely puzzled about who could have sent them. Elsewhere, Behzad meets Wahab Durrani face to face. A furious Behzad questions him. "Why did you drag Zawar into this? You've been losing to me for the past 11 years, and you know as long as I'm alive, you will never get that election seat." Behzad then makes a surprising offer. "I am willing to gift you this seat next year, but in return, you must stop harming the people around me." Wahab, surprised, asks why an ordinary guy like Zawar is so important that Behzad is willing to give up his prized seat for him. Behzad responds that it's none of his business. That's when Wahab drops a bombshell. He says, "It's not a complaint, it's a request. I want Paris's hand in marriage." Hearing his daughter's name from his rival's mouth sends Behzad into a rage. He sternly warns Wahab, "If you ever utter my daughter's name again, I will wipe your entire family off the face of this earth." Unfazed, Wahab remains adamant about his stance. The scene shifts to Aftab, who calls Paris and asks if she liked the flowers. Paris realizes the mysterious bouquet was from him. Aftab invites her out for dinner, but Paris declines, suggesting instead that he come over to her place so she can have his favorite dishes prepared. When Aftab arrives and they sit down for food, he breaks the news to Paris that his parents officially asked her father for her hand in marriage. Paris is caught completely off guard. Aftab presents a ring to Paris and asks, "You will marry me, right?" Paris firmly replies, "Look, Aftab, I don't want to get married right now. I have career goals and dreams I want to achieve first." Aftab arrogantly responds, "Everyone has dreams, but when a guy like me enters a girl's life, those dreams don't matter anymore." Paris questions him, "A guy like you?" Aftab conceitedly replies, "I mean, someone good-looking, handsome. What else could a girl want?" Paris shuts him down immediately, clarifying that she isn't like other girls and has never dreamed of a guy like him. Later, Behzad returns home visibly furious after his encounter with Wahab. Seeing her father in such an intense mood, Paris grows concerned and asks Sikander what happened, but Sikander promises to look into it later. She even tries asking the bodyguards, but no one reveals anything. Meanwhile, Zawar gets discharged from the hospital and returns home, getting ready to head back to work. His family urges him to rest for a few more days, but Zawar insists on visiting his father first. His mother mentions that they lied to his father, telling him Zawar went to Lahore for work. Zawar smiles and replies, "Do you really think he bought that? You're forgetting he's an ex-police officer." The episode reaches its climax when Zawar goes to meet his father. Zawar shares the good news. "I had taken in advance of 50 lakh rupees from my company for your treatment, but thanks to a hospital scheme, we received unexpected financial help and saved that money. You'll recover soon, and I'll even get our family land back." Hearing this, his father looks at him with deep suspicion and asks a sharp, serious question. "What work do you actually do?" And boom! Episode 11 ends right on that intense cliffhanger.
Will Zawar finally reveal the truth to his father? How far will Wahab Durrani go to get to Paras? What do you think will happen next? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more recaps. Thanks for watching. Okay, take care, goodbye.